What's going on, guys? Welcome on back to Matt DIY. So I know it's been quite a while, but wanted to give you guys an update of the motorhome project. I've been working on it here and there, had some other things come up, so it hasn't been the focus, but now it is, and I've got a lot of updates to share. Basically, it's pretty torn up right now, but let's go ahead and show you the inside and show you the progress. All right, guys, so here we are inside. So just came in the door, and well, if I back up here, as you can see, things are torn up at the moment. Basically what we did is we gutted the interior. So the seats are gone, the carpet's gone, the side panels on the driver and passenger side, those are gone. Took the couch out, basically took everything out, tore the carpet out. Because if you remember from previous videos, we had a ton of wall damage over here, and we had a ton of wall damage over here. But I'm happy to say that now it is almost fixed as far as the walls are concerned. So it doesn't show up in video real well. Those are kind of some scuffs and just different wall materials matching up. But basically took like a panel of like a thin, not plywood, but like a thin board. I don't know the exact name for it, but kind of like what was there. Just real thin stuff. And cut it to size and put it in place best we could, and then we kind of mudded it in place using drywall mud to kind of match up the wall. And there's going to be a little bit of difference in the like the height of the walls. It's not going to be absolutely perfect. I mean, we could really feather it out and stuff, but this is a motorhome. It's 30 years old, so we're not really concerned. It's much better now, though, not having a big hole in the wall. So looks much better. Some of the mud's still drying. We got to sand it again and then see if we need another coat or if we can just jump the paint. Another big update is I replaced the floor panel. We had some rot right here along the window at the base of where the wall was. So I put a new panel in there and got that all taken care of as well. Yeah, so it's a brand new piece of 3/8 plywood there. That's taken care of. Been doing some wiring and things, just changing up how that's done in here. So really working on that over the past little while. But real happy how the wall's coming out. That's going to look really good after we paint it and everything. The floor over here is okay. It looks like there was some old rot and things that happened down there, but none of that is new. It's all old. And it's still solid under there, so I didn't need to replace this piece. So keeping that, and then patched up the wall over here. The only place we had to put a full piece of board in was on this side. So over here we just used mud and stuff to kind of match it up, and then we'll sand and paint that as well. And there's also a panel on each side that kind of covers most of that. So it's not perfect. Who cares? And again, it's a 30-year-old motorhome. You know, we're gonna try to have some fun with it. And not break the bank, and you know, so I don't care if there's some imperfections here and there. I'm not trying to impress anybody with this build for sure, because it's just, you know, how old it is, and RVs are pretty imperfection as they come from the factory anyways, so not too concerned. But that's kind of the front. We're leaving the hardwood here. That's all good. There's a piece of carpet under here we tore up. We kept all the carpet as kind of like a template, so we can lay it down on the new carpet, cut it out, and replace it. Back here, you can see the carpet's also gone. Tore the carpet out of the bathroom. We're gonna put down like vinyl tile in there instead of carpet. You can see back here, it's all torn up, and I can't remember if I mentioned in a previous video, but the floor was spongy here and it was spongy up front there, and basically we thought it was rotted, but it wasn't at all. It was just the plywood is so thin, it's 3/8 in here, and it just kind of, if it doesn't have like great support under it, it was kind of spongy. So we just used some like brackets and stuff and shirred it up, so now I can stand on it all day and it doesn't really move or isn't really spongy anymore. So we kind of took care of that issue as well. So that's nice. So we can just carpet it. We don't have to replace any floorboards back here. The fun part was they actually ran the carpet, and I guess this is probably common for a lot of RVs, but they ran the carpet underneath of all the furniture. So like the bed sitting on the old carpet, all the cabinets are sitting on the old carpet. You can see a strip of carpet right there underneath the cabinet. So it's kind of crazy. I just had to cut along them, and then we'll just have to put the new carpet, like secure it up against it to make the best of it. But that's where things stand back here. We tore out the television, the old TV as well. I'm gonna mount like a 2x4 in here with a bracket so we can mount a flat screen up there to take care of that. And then in the front, we're actually not gonna do a TV at all. We're just gonna turn that into a cabinet, and that's where I'm gonna have all my electronics, like the power converter, inverter, charger, things like that are gonna go right up in that cabinet. You can see some wires. I'm working on wiring that in. But yeah, guys, everything is coming pretty well. I know the motorhome videos haven't been doing very well. And you know, it is what it is. But I wanted to film, if, you know, I mean, heck, if it's purely only for me even, at least I have the project documented along the steps along the way and can see like the before and after. But hopefully some of you guys are following along too and will be interested in this as the progress goes on. But we haven't really done anything to the walls yet. You know, really just tore everything out and started wall repair because that's the dirtiest, most messy part. And we did do a little bit of, I guess, resurfacing up here, I'll call it. There was like a vinyl piece up here that kind of was falling down from water damage and things. So once we sealed the windshield up and everything, tore that off, and then just painted under here black. It's like metal and wood. Didn't really see a need to put something up there in its place because when you're standing here, you can't even see it. So doesn't really make sense to do anything beyond that. So we just painted it, and then we'll put our curtains back up that slide across. They're actually in okay shape, so we can clean them up and they'll be good to go. But that's the front. Looks like pretty rough right now, but it'll come together quick once we get these walls done and can start painting and things like that. On another note, was doing some reading and things and decided that we are going to replace the refrigerator. So this is where the refrigerator used to be. It was the old Dometic LP gas electric refrigerator. Went ahead and tore it out, guys. After reading things about how they're kind of, you know, they don't cool real well. They could potentially be a fire hazard. All the above. We just decided, you know what? We're doing everything else in here newer. We don't need to get out camping and then the old fridge dies too. So we just abandoned it, tore it out. It was fairly easy to do. I was going to film a video, but there's a lot of videos out there on how to get these fridges out. And honestly, guys, it was held in by like 4 bolts in the front, 2 in the back, and then just the propane line. As you can see here, I just have it blocked because there's some heat on. Got to plug in the propane line there, 12-volt wires, cut those off, and unplugged it from the wall plug. And that was really it. And then we measured for a residential fridge to slide in here right in its place. And we actually got one that's just about perfect. I think I might have like a 1/2 inch on the top, and I think maybe in like an 1/8 inch on each side. So it should slide in absolutely perfect. And it's a little bit bigger too. The Dometic fridges, I think they were 8 cubic feet from the factory. The new one's going to be 9.8, almost 10. So it's going to give us extra room. Good freezer, good refrigerator, updated LED lighting in the thing. So it's going to be great to have. And I'm going to run a cord here up to the inverter. And basically when we're going down the road, we can have the fridge running on the inverter. And then when we get to shore power, I can switch it over to shore power real easy and run it on shore power. So that'll take care of that. No propane to mess with. The only propane we'll have is now for the stove and for the furnace. So that'll take care of any issues we had with the fridge. So this is the remaining cabinet. And I'm also going to leave the vent. You can see there's the vent out the roof, which has been resealed, so there's no leaks or anything there. Ceiling's solid in here, which is good. And I did go ahead and put like a mesh on the outside vent as well, so no bugs or anything can get in, but we'll still have some flow. That way for the new fridge, it'll still have some ventilation, since it's packed pretty tightly in here. And I'm not too worried about the 1/8 inch or whatever remaining. Like, I don't think it's going to cause much of an issue for heating and cooling in here, as drafty as it already is. So that's the plan there. Got the fridge torn out and ready to ready to put the new one in. And the new one's black too, so it'll match the nice black appliances. The old one was kind of like a wood grain with gray. So I think the new one will fit in here even nicer as far as like looks wise. It'll look pretty nice. So essentially, guys, that's where we're at. I had some other projects to tend to before we started working on this again, so that's why I've kind of been absent from posting a video. But I thought I'd just do kind of a quick status update video of where things are at and what the progress looks like. I'll come up here and kind of show you, pointing towards the back, what things look like from here. You saw the video where I did the switches and everything. That's been all working good. The batteries are all good in here. There's the vents for the floor, and then the chair, one of the chairs sits there. So it's going to come together nice, and it's going to come together pretty quickly once we get things rolling here with the walls and whatnot. So I got a little bit of heat on out here today, just trying to finish up drying the compound so we can sand it. Actually, I'm going to check too. I'll show you where we repaired in the rear. Right up here, which looks like it's all dry already, but we did some mudding up here. We had some old leaks. I'm gonna glue this just right back up to the ceiling so that it's not hanging down anymore, and then we'll go ahead and paint and get that fixed. Just some random spots, you know, around where it needed it. That side was totally okay, which is good, so we can just go ahead and paint. But yeah, guys, that is really about it on the motorhome project. Comment down below, let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, questions, want tips, tricks, anything like that, let me know. I'd be happy to help. I'm gonna tackle doing the carpet on this soon, wrapping it and gluing it. That should be a time, should be interesting, but we'll get it, guys. All good things in time. So, you know, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think of the RV project as it stands today. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I know I haven't posted regularly for this project. I actually haven't posted in a while in general, but if you're still out there and want to follow along, there's the update on the RV project. I'll try to keep it more consistent as we make some more milestones and go on and on. But really, I've been working on it like here and there in different times, so I really haven't been filming when I do that. So I figured I was going to give some status updates and see, because the videos really haven't done extremely well anyway. But just to document the process and how things are going. So if you enjoyed it, give it a like, consider subscribing to the channel for more projects like this and automotive work and things of that nature. Appreciate you watching, guys. Always remember to get out there, do it yourself.